Coming together with my fellow Amujae sisters has been refreshing. I think the fact that we've had the opportunity to catch up with each other and to share where we are in our leadership journeys and get advice and counsel from each other has been so meaningful to me. Learning from our coaches and mentors who give so generously and share, insights from their leadership journeys that help us, I feel so enriched by it. So it's been a sisterhood of support, of challenge, but also of strategy, because many of us through this process are translating our personal passions into strategies that can actually come alive on the ground and impact others. So for me, this has been an invaluable gift. I think being introduced to the power of storytelling, but also being challenged to question the stories we tell about ourselves, was really hard, but needed. I had an epiphany, personally, of how I had allowed my multicultural upbringing to make me think that excluded me from public leadership in my home country. And I think being able to call it out, being able to see it for what it is, but also receiving the tools to craft a new story for myself has been a powerful gift of this process. So for me, I've come alive with the power of stories. And I think together as Amujae sisters, we're crafting a wider narrative for African women. I think we are slowly shifting the narrative that African women cannot simply be seen through the lens of vulnerability, but of strength and power. And every interaction I have with an Amujae sister, no matter where she's from or what she's doing, I personally get reassured that the tide is changing for Africa's women. The Amujae Initiative has been invaluable to my leadership journey. I think firstly, being connected to a community of sisters from all over the continent has been meaningful. Amujae Leaders have been a source of counsel, a source of connection, a source of advice, and a source of funding to many of the programs that I've run, whether it's through the Leading Ladies Network or my private mentoring programs that I do for young people. But lastly, and perhaps most importantly, the connection to and the counsel of our Amujae leaders, coaches, and mentors has been invaluable. Women who have walked the journey, who are at higher levels of leadership than we are, to be able to connect with them over coffees and dinners. Some of them have welcomed us into their homes, made opportunities for us to speak in places or gain visibility. It's been a real gift to my professional journey to say that I'm being mentored by President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf or President Joyce Banda or President Catherine Samba-Panza. Madam Sirleaf is a gift to Africa, especially to Africa's women. Her example alone was an encouragement to me to raise my hand for leadership when I was in college. I ran for and became the first woman at my university to be president of our student council because I saw an African woman become leader of her country. As I've come into the Amujae community, she has strengthened my courage to try and to keep reaching for higher levels of leadership. I think one of the gifts that she has is the ability to call out the greatness in you. She has a famous quote that if your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. And I think just by my connection to her, she has raised the bar of my ambition for myself, professionally and personally.